there's something mythological about confronting death, right?
You know, I've never seen myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is I'm willing to die in the process of acquiring skill. I don't mind being scared, but I'm still gonna do it.
Wanna soar? Get a mentor. What's up, Believe Nation? It's Evan. I believe in you, and this channel is designed to be a part of your daily success routine. So today, let's learn from one of the best, Will Smith, and 5 of his most life-changing pieces of advice. Mentor me, Will. Also, if you want to know what Will Smith and other successful entrepreneurs have to say about building unstoppable confidence, check out my 254 Confidence series, where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you a morning video for free to help you build your confidence. The link to join is in the description below.
I was excited about taking a shot. The fact that it was so strange, you know, as an artist.
Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Take that shot.
We're not just bungee jumping out of a helicopter. We're gonna do it at the Grand Canyon. And when I was up there and I jumped, I realized, you know, it's fun and it's exciting, and there's something mythological about confronting death, right? Because as much as we're laughing and as much as we're having fun, it really is the emotional confront with death, you know? And I'm 50 years old now, and I'm sort of having the realization that you have to be able to go. You have to be able to take that shot at the thing that you dream. You have to be able to take that shot at that love that you want, at that life that you want to build. And it's like, you know, when I was up there and the guy said to me, the only way you can get hurt is if you don't get away from the chopper. Right? And he said in that moment, he said, we're going to let the cords go, and these cords weigh 200 pounds. Right? So when we let them go, they're gone. The hesitation is the thing that really messes up the chance at having your dreams, right? Get out of the middle. But the moment of pushing off is pure freaking terror. And then there's the moment of falling, but you're gone, so it's really nothing you can do. And just like life, there's nothing to hold on to. And we're all trying to hold on to something. You're trying to hold on to an idea, or you're trying to hold on to a person, and there's nothing to hold on to. And we got to just get comfortable falling, knowing there's nothing to hit, right? You know, and that's the idea. It's like life is dangerous. And the only way to really enjoy it is jump and be free.
Rule number 2, do not be outworked.
You told the famous story about how you kind of backed into acting Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you start making these movies. And I forget that Bad Boys actually came before Independence Day, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah, Bad Boys.
Independence Day just was like one of the biggest of all time. Like, what was that transition like for you to be like a real actor and like the biggest actor in the game?
Nah, it was that was like the first real goal, like that in terms of setting goals. I was like, I want to be the biggest movie star in the world, right? And up until that point, everything was like, it was fun and it was happening and we were creating in Jeff's mom's basement and it was successful. But that was like, when I moved into acting, that was the first time I started applying skill to my talents, right? And you know, I look at skill and talent separately. Like, Pete, you're born with talent. You know, it's like there's certain things that you just do naturally. You were gifted with a talent and you have it. But skill is acquired through discipline and I've never seen myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is I'm willing to die in the process of acquiring skill. Like, it's, when I put my obsessive mind on something, I'm just dying. Yeah, right, exactly. It's
You're
like,
not gonna outwork you. You also said ridiculous and sickening work ethic.
Sickening work ethic, exactly. It's like, so for me, to be a movie star was the first thing that I ever really wanted like that and set my
You was like
my sights
Schwarzenegger,
on
Stallone, Bruce Willis.
all of them. I was like, because when I looked, I always felt like there weren't a lot of people I saw do things that I felt like I couldn't do. Right? When I look at people and I see things, I don't feel like I can't. Whether or not I will is something different, but I don't ever feel like I can't.
Rule number 3, improve yourself.
The concept of improving lives runs through the center of everything I do. And then I realized that the way to improve lives is to continually improve yourself, right? So with that, every morning when I get out of the bed, I haven't fixed everything in the world yet, so there's always something to do. And in this film, I read an interesting quote for the Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. He said that good people have to get out of the bed every day and try to empty the ocean with a ladle, right? And I thought that was, I knew that was profound, and I paused for a second, and I said, all right, what the hell is a ladle, right? Right, so then, I touched it on my iPad, it's ladle. Oh, it's like a big spoon, okay.
As we
it's
say,
like a soup spoon, yeah, it's like a soup spoon. I was like, why are you a soup spoon? So trying to empty the ocean with a soup spoon, as the mentality of how you wake up every day to try to do good in the world. So for me, I'm really driven by continually trying to elevate my mind and elevate my spirit and care for my body, and to be able to love as many people as effectively as possible with this mystery of life that I've been given.
Rule number 4, don't let fear stop you.
My parents drove us cross country we were going to California for a family reunion. So we drove to the Grand Canyon, and we got there, and I remember having a deeply meaningful experience of how beautiful it was, but I was terrified to walk up to the edge. And all my brothers and sisters and my whole family walked up to the edge, and I stayed back, just scared to take in beauty. If you're scared, you're not going to take the chances that you need to take to realize your dreams. And that was the thing for me. I don't mind being scared, but I'm still going to do it.
And rule number 5, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is develop self-discipline.
So a dude screamed to me the other night, "Hey, Will, I want to be an actor, man. I want to be an actor just like you." Usually people say stuff to me like that. I'm like, yeah, man, you can do it. Just give them an encouraging word. But I was just sitting here thinking, and it dawned on me, 99% of people that say stuff like that are not willing to do what it takes to make their dreams come true. The Marines have a saying, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. And that's just real. At the center of bringing any dream into fruition is self-discipline. Something as simple as food and eating. It's not about your body as much as it is about your mind. It's getting command of your mind to be able to choose actions that are in your own best interest. Every day we are choosing shit that's not in our own best interest. Right? So if the world is attacking you and the world wants to fight you and the world's trying to hold you down, so you're going to kick yourself in the balls? So you're going to stop yourself from getting what you dream. Self-discipline is the center of all material success. You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
Now I've got a really special bonus clip from Will on how to focus that I think you're gonna really enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Time to move from just watching another video to actually taking action in your life or your business. So answer these 3 questions, and if you're feeling bold, leave the replies in the comments below. Here we go. Question number 1. What is the self-discipline that you need to start developing? Number 2. What fear will you no longer let stop you? And number 3, what are you going to improve yourself on today?
I realized that to have the level of success that I want to have, it's difficult to spread it out and do multiple things. You know, it's in order to be world class, and I've made a decision I want to be world class, and it takes such a desperate, obsessive focus to excel on the level that I want to make movies. You know, I was Star Wars when I was young. I sat in a movie theater and watched Star Wars, and I just couldn't believe that movie made me feel like that, just floored and just stunned by the creativity. And I'm realizing that in order to move people in that way, in order to touch people in that way, you really got to focus with all of your fiber and all of your heart and all of your creativity.
Raise your standard.
Apple at the core, its core value is that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better.
Not one drop of my self-worth depends on your acceptance of me.
If you want to know how Will Smith develops his insane work ethic, check out the video right there next to me. I think you're going to enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
You know, there was there was a moment when I was about 9 years old.